Alex. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Alex.
Thank you so much.
No, super nice.
Imagine being ranked number 46 in the world and walking into one of the most stacked tennis tournaments of the spring season. Not as a wild card, not through qualifying, but as a direct main draw entry into a WTA 500 event loaded with top 10 players. That's exactly what happened to Alexandra Eala. And the moment that announcement dropped, something much bigger than a simple roster change was set in motion. The Porsche Tennis Grand Prix in Stuttgart had just lost Qinwen Zhang to injury. Tournament officials did what they always do. They found a replacement, updated the paperwork, and posted a standard announcement. Alexandra Eala in, Qinwen Zhang out. Professional. Routine. Move along. Except nobody moved along, because by now a growing number of people in professional tennis have realized something. When Alex Eala's name appears on a draw sheet, the story stops being just about tennis and starts becoming something the sport has never really seen before. Let's rewind to the beginning of 2026, because context matters. Eala entered the year as a rising name, someone people were beginning to notice. Not a global household name yet, but within Filipino communities around the world, she already meant something much bigger. She was proof that one of their own could compete at the highest level. And those communities, spread across Europe, North America, Asia, and beyond, started showing up in ways that made tournament organizers take notice. Indian Wells was the first real wake-up call. When Eala was scheduled to play, resale ticket prices didn't just rise, they exploding. We're talking about tickets pushing past $1,000, not for a Grand Slam final, not for a Serena-level comeback, for a player ranked outside the top 40 grinding through early rounds. Fans who bought tickets early watched resale prices triple within hours of the draw being announced. That's not normal. That's not how tennis economics used to work. Then came Linz, and the pattern didn't just repeat, it intensified. Reports suggested that nearly 90% of tickets for Eala's matches were purchased by Filipino fans, and these weren't local spectators. These were people flying in from different countries, booking hotels, taking time off work just to be there when she stepped on court. Matches that would normally attract a modest crowd turned into packed arenas, flags everywhere, energy that felt more like a football stadium than a tennis venue. The Eala Army, as her fan base is now known, didn't just attend, they took over. So when Stuttgart announced on April 8th that Eala would enter the main draw, with her first match just 6 days away, anyone paying attention already knew what was coming. 72 hours. That's all it took. Within 3 days, fans across continents started coordinating travel. Ticket platforms lit up, plans shifted, and Stuttgart, ready or not, was about to experience what happens when an entire nation shows up. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. This isn't just about passionate fans buying tickets. It's exposing something deeper. The WTA's traditional model of value is being challenged in real time. For decades, the formula was simple. Higher ranking equals bigger name. Bigger name equals bigger crowd. Bigger crowd equals more revenue. Clean, predictable, reliable. But Eala is breaking that system. She's ranked number 46. By traditional logic, replacing a top 10 player should weaken ticket sales and reduce interest. Instead, we've seen the opposite. Indian Wells, Linz, and now Stuttgart, where ticket demand is behaving in ways that make no sense if you're only looking at rankings. Off the court, the business world has already caught on. Nike is reportedly exploring long-term sponsorship opportunities. Major Filipino brands like BPI and Globe Telecom are doubling down. Regional giants like Milo are positioning her as a face of Southeast Asia. These aren't endorsements you give to a mid-ranked player. These are bets on a cultural phenomenon. Commercially, Eala is already operating at a top 10 level, regardless of what the rankings say. And while the business world adapted quickly, the tennis establishment is still catching up. Now, back to Stuttgart, because the first round match adds another layer to this story. Eala is set to face Leylah Fernandez. Think about what that means. Fernandez of Filipino-Canadian descent. Eala representing the Philippines directly. Two left-handed players, two athletes deeply connected to the same global community. This isn't just a first-round match, it's a cultural moment. Philippine media isn't treating it like a standard match, and honestly, how could they? This is more than tennis. It's identity, representation, pride. Two different paths, one shared story, colliding on an indoor clay court at one of Europe's most iconic tournaments. And when they step onto that court in Stuttgart, it won't just be about who wins or loses, it'll be about something much bigger.